Never in my wildest dreams did I see this coming when I first took over as manager of Preston. I was hoping mid-table at most. Now as we reach the final 3 games of the season, if we don't make it to the playoffs, that will be of our own doing. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to The Road to Glory, Part 66, Season 7, here at Preston. And we are in a very, very good position in the championship as we speak. We have 3 games left to go and we have 78 points from 43 games. We are in 4th place, but we are level on points with Brentford. We are 1 point ahead of Middlesbrough, who occupy 6th place, the final playoff place. And Cardiff, unfortunately for them, have faded as the season has worn on, and we are 5 points ahead of Cardiff, so it really is now ours to lose. And so as we come to the final 3 games of the season, we will be playing against Swansea away, and depending on how results pan out today, we will be either coming back for the Sunderland, the next game we have, or the final game of the season against Norwich. We need to see how results turn out today before we can make that decision. All we know is if we keep winning as we have been doing, then we will be in the playoffs. It is for us as simple as that. But before we get into all that, if you are new to the channel and you like FM content, why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support all that very good stuff that you can see scrolling up above. And while we are on that subject, my sincere thanks to Danielle or Daniel, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, who is the latest to contribute to the Just Giving page. And if you are of a mind to make a small contribution, and even £1 or 2 will make a difference, then I will leave a link to that Just Giving page in the description below. We have already collected in excess of £250, and I am so grateful to everyone who has made donations, and my sincere thanks to the latest donator, Daniel. And so let's have a look at what's happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you were with us for the FA Cup quarter-final away at Chelsea, which we lost by 2-0. But I was very proud of everybody that day. We did a very, very good job, both in that game and in that cup competition as a whole. And then we were home to Derby following that, and we won that very comfortably by 3-1. A little upset and a 1-1 draw away at Reading was followed by a very comfortable 3-0 victory against Burnley. We were out of the blocks very, very quickly, and then we followed that with a 1-0 victory against Bristol City, and then we followed that with a narrow 1-0 victory again at Stoke. And that means that we have set ourselves up for these final 3 games. And if we just go back and look at the form we've been in since we lost to Sunderland, it really is now ours to lose. It will take a monumental collapse by this Preston team to rob us of a playoff place now. And I'm really hoping that before we get to Norwich, who are top of the league at the moment, that this will already be decided. But I thought it might be nice, as we are going into the final 3 games of the season, to have a look at some stats and to see, well, who has been the key performers in what has actually gone on the pitch. And if we look at the goals scored, you can clearly see there's only one person who's been scoring the goals, Sam Surridge. He has 39 appearances, 32 goals, and he has an average rating of 7.22. He has had a magnificent season, and I'm hoping that he still has some left in the tank in order for us to achieve our goals. Jean-Jules also 9 goals and 5 assists, but those 2 apart, everybody contributed a few. In terms of the assists, the standout man has been Theo Corbeanu, who has 4 goals and 11 assists in 31 appearances. He has an average rating of 7.25, 59 key passes in his 31 games. He has been an exceptional player this year. Ben Whiteman has been an outstanding contributor. He has 51 key passes in 20 appearances. He has been our most valuable player in my book. And also, let's not forget Ali McCann, who came in as the DLP, deputising for Whiteman when he was injured. 36 appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists. He has an average rating of 7.01, but he also has 50 key passes to his name. Jean-Jules also 43 key passes. Alfie Doherty on the left, he has 36 key passes, 4 goals, 4 assists, with an average rating of 7.3. He has had a magnificent season. Overall, it has been a very, very good season. Even Matate, who's only got an average rating of 6.95, but I think he has done better than that rating actually suggests. And so it has been absolutely thrilling on the pitch. We are deservedly in 4th. We have not lost since before Christmas, and we are on a 32-match run where we are unbeaten. Phenomenal stuff, and I can't believe we will actually let it slip now. Something that has been happening in social media is that the name Livingston keeps popping up, and they are apparently doing really well. And I thought it might be nice to go and visit Livingston to see how they are actually getting on. And if we go to their current form, let's have a look first at their schedule. Well, it looks a bit sketchy to me, and they've had a bad run there, and they've had a couple of poor results, and they even lost to Dundee, which was unfortunate because Dundee are the fierce rivals and the supporters will not be very happy about that. But in terms of the table, they are in 3rd, and they are well clear of Aberdeen in 3rd place as the season goes into its last 5 games, and they're only a point behind Rangers. They are 13 points behind Celtic, and again, Celtic have won the title quite easily. But they do still have a chance of overtaking Rangers and going into the Champions League again. In terms of their Champions League campaign, I guess it all faded away really badly, and they were just able to finish in 30th. They played 8, won 1, drew 2 and lost 5. Still a very good performance in the Champions League by such a lowly team. So well done Livingston. They are still on course, they're still on track, and they are doing very, very well, and I'm hoping maybe they can finish in the Champions League spots again. But now we have 2 very big games to play. We are away at Swansea, and then we will either be playing Sunderland or Norwich. It really does depend on how results pan out today. So we'll keep an eye on all the games as we go into this very big match. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for this first game against Swansea away is Cox in goal, Norton Cuffy, Digbareku, Lindsay and Hay at the back, with Matate and McCann and Corbeanu in midfield, with Doherty, Jean-Jules and Surridge up front. And I got to admit, I am feeling very, very nervous. This is just a computer game, but my nerves are starting to feel very, very shredded, and I don't know why. And I really want to be saying that we've done really, really well. Because my assistant manager has told the press that we are proud of ourselves. We are really doing very, very well. I don't want to put too much pressure on them here. And I think we're just going to say, I think we need to show everybody that the recent praise is justified. I have faith in you. Go out there and make the difference. I'm so proud of you guys. And I think we should be going along with what McLaren said in the press conference. And hopefully we'll get the result. Let's hope we get off to a good start. I'm not sure if we did actually go along with what he said, but we tried to go along with it in as near as we could. And it is at the moment 10 minutes gone. Nothing much has happened. Swansea have had the only attack of the game. It's come to nothing. It's been a very, very quiet affair. And in terms of possession, once again, we are not winning the possession battle. I'm wondering if I should ask them to play a little bit slower than we are, but we're not really forcing the issue in terms of our passing. At the moment, it's Swansea 0, Preston 0. I think I'll drop them a little bit of encouragement at this point. Tell them to keep going. It's very, very level. And Corbeanu looks like he's got a knock and he wants to come off. That is probably the worst news that I possibly could have wanted at this stage. Daniel Savu will have to come on and play on that wing. That is possibly the worst thing that could have happened during this game, to be losing Corbeanu. It is Swansea, but we have stolen the ball. McCann finds Doherty. Doherty to Hay. Let's not do anything silly at the back, and Swansea are coming forward. I think possibly we are giving them too much respect, and maybe we need to be going to a more positive style of play, and that's what we will do. We'll go more positive, and we'll try and take the game to Swansea. But at half-time, it looks like it's going to be a very tame 0-0 draw. And what should I say to them? What should I say? I think, we simply, it's not just in goal. We have to be better at everything. We need to at least start hitting the target. Is that what I should be saying? I'm going to say I think we need to show everyone just how good we are. Keep going. You have the ability to win this game. And I'm going to go against what the assistant manager said was advising me to say, and just keep up this. We've done really well. I'm so proud of you type talks. Even a draw will be okay. If we can get a point against Sunderland, that will be enough. But I'd like to really, really get it done today. And at the moment, nothing again seems to be happening. We're having most of the chances, but we're not putting those chances away. It's still Swansea 0, Preston 0. Time to make some changes. And so we have made some changes. We've taken off Surridge, as he wasn't in the most inspired of form today. But we do have a throw, and here is Doherty. Doherty looking to move the ball on, but we've been robbed, and Swansea can bring it forward. Swansea looking to play it out from the back, but there's a long ball over the top. We should be able to tidy that up, and Digbareku is able to do that. Looks outside for Hay. Hay, who's having a tidy little game at left back, their inverted wing back. He looks for Jean-Jules. Jean-Jules out to Savu on the right. Can we find a killer pass here? Savu is robbed, but he manages to get the ball back. And just one killer ball, come on. And it finds Jean-Jules. Jean-Jules, is he taken down? Is that a penalty? The problem is I've taken Surridge off the pitch. We do have a penalty. Is this where we could possibly secure our place in the playoffs? It's going to be Whiteman. Whiteman takes the penalty. We are 1-0 up. Now is time to go back to a more balanced kind of play. Well done, Whiteman. He's been my most valuable player throughout the season, and I am so happy that he has put us 1-0 up. It's Swansea 0, Preston 1. Let's keep going, lads. Let's keep this up. We are stronger, fitter than Swansea look, and Swansea do not look like they are causing us too many problems. I'm going to close down the left back. And so hopefully we can hold on to this now and come away with the 3 points and keep our remarkable record going as Doherty breaks into the box. Can he find a cross? Jean-Jules is looking for the connection at the far post. He can't get hold of it. There's just 7 minutes to go. We do have a corner. We haven't scored from a set piece in quite a while, and the fans have become a little bit dissatisfied, and they are only now satisfied rather than pleased. And I think that's because we haven't really had the time to be training too much on set pieces. It's going to be Swansea with a free kick, and it's belted over the bar. It was a bit speculative from that range, and really I don't think Cox was too worried by that. But Swansea do have another throw. This game is not over, and it could still be taken from us, as Swansea are looking to build from the back. And we just need... Oh boy, do we have problems down that right-hand side. There's a ball into the box, and it's a header that goes over the bar. I need to shout at them and tell them to focus. This is not acceptable. We need to focus and make sure that we don't lose this game. We have won it. It's Swansea 0, Preston 1. We have got another 3 points, and I'm going to take that. It's always great to get the 3 points when we're not playing very well. And let's have a look at what's happened in the table. Let's first of all look at how Cardiff got on. Cardiff beat Stoke by 2-0. They are still in 7th. They are still 5 points behind us. We still need to do something, and we still have to play Norwich. We have the most difficult run in. We have to play Sunderland next. I think that we should play against Norwich. I think we should play the Sunderland game off camera, and then I'll come back and play against Norwich. It looks like it's going to the wire, and that's what I'll do. I'll play the Sunderland game off camera, and we'll be right back for the game, the final game of the season against Norwich. We will see you very soon. And we are back. And we are back for the Norwich game. And despite losing at home to Sunderland, we have qualified for the playoffs. I always manage to pick the wrong option. So today's game against Norwich is actually not important to Preston. It is more important to Norwich, as Norwich have 93 points. Fulham are on 91, and that means that if Fulham win and Norwich lose to Preston, Norwich could be knocked off the top of the league and lose the title. Norwich are going to try and win this one. I want to try and beat them so that we can stop them winning the title. It doesn't really matter, though, to Preston. We just got to go out there and play some football. We have nothing to lose, and we will be in the playoffs in the next episode. So I think let's go and play Norwich now. Let's go and see what happens. And so the team for the final game of the season is Cox in goal, with Norton, Cuffy, Digbareku, Lindsay and Nizet at the back. Whiteman, McCann and Corbeanu, the midfield that served me so well, and Jean-Jules, Doherty and Surridge up front. It will be very, very sad if we lose our final 2 games of the season, actually having gone so far unbeaten. To actually now go and lose the final 2 games would be terrible. The pressure is all on them. We have nothing to lose. Go out there and cause an upset. It's a good thing to say. We don't have any pressure on us. Go out there and make me proud. It's so important to win the last game of the season. Whether the computer is going to allow it, because... And Whiteman has a chance, and boy, oh boy, he nearly caught the goalkeeper out there. Whiteman had a real chance, and it was cleared off the line. It is Jean-Jules looking for Whiteman again. Jean-Jules is in, he takes a shot. It's 1-0 to Preston. And will FM allow it? Because if Fulham win, they will knock Norwich off the top and be crowned champions. So I was thinking FM will not allow this to happen, but we have started the brighter of the 2 teams. Whiteman, everything through him again. Jean-Jules, that's what we want to see from him. It's Norwich 0, Preston 1, and at the moment it's still 0-0 with Fulham and Hull, and so Norwich are still on top. And will they let Preston win? We are now in 5th. And if Preston do win, will the game make sure that Fulham don't win? It's still 0-0 with Fulham. It's still Norwich 0, Preston 1. We are still doing very, very well. And it would be lovely. Nakamba is causing us a few problems, and maybe we need to do something about Nakamba. And it is possible that he is getting too much space because Whiteman is a little bit deep on his side. But we do have a free kick in our own penalty area, and Cox is on the ball. And that's a long pass upfield. One of the interesting things that I just read in the stats recently was that Cox is our worst player in terms of losing possession. And Norwich have a chance. And how he didn't score there, I don't know. And if that had been Surridge, I would have been fuming at not putting that one away. They do have a corner. Are they about to equalise? It is headed clear. We need just to keep our heads at the back. Don't do anything silly. And so far, we have dropped down to 6th now, and things are not working out that way. And he's hit the crossbar and it goes over. We are just about holding on. It's Norwich 0, Preston 1. It's been fairly even game, this, possession-wise, shots-wise. We are ahead just on XG. No, Norwich are now ahead on XG. But it's still very, very even. It's still also 0-0 with Fulham and Hull. They do have another corner. They've hit the crossbar again, and it has gone out for a goal kick. We're just kind of holding on at this point in time. And it's still Norwich 0, Preston 1. We really think we need to find another gear because this is not going particularly well at the moment. We're allowing Norwich to come back at us, and we can do even better than what we're doing. And it is at the moment Norwich, though, 0. Preston 1. It would be a lovely, lovely victory if we can do it. Fulham are still drawing at Hull. And can we hold on, as Norwich are looking like they are the better team? They've had the most of the momentum, and we are not doing enough to actually win this game, in my opinion. And the ball is chipped into the box. There is a chance. It is going to be a goal. They put it wide. Their finishing has been absolutely terrible. And I'm going to shout at the team and just tell them I demand more. We must produce more, and time maybe to make some changes, and we'll do that after this highlight. As Norwich are looking to bring it out, we need to win the ball. And today we're not pressing particularly much, but maybe we need to press them a little bit more. So I'm going to ask the team to press a little bit more, and maybe we'll counter press now. As Norwich tire, we'll go into a counter press and see if that makes a difference, because Norwich are dominating the match at the moment, and they've missed another one, an absolute sitter. And this is what I normally see with my own side, and we're going to make some changes now. And there is another highlight now. It is going to be Norwich again. Norwich looking to bring it forward from the back. I want to try and catch them out now as they play out from the back. If we're pressing more, then we might catch them out on the ball. But they have put a long ball out to the left, cutting inside. They are very, very dangerous. They do look like they could score at any time. Another one flies over the bar. Time to make some changes. And so we have used up our entire 5 substitutions here just to give players a run out, as McCann, who's going to be pulled off in a minute, McCann looks to find Doherty, I think it was, and Raya picks the ball up, and it is going to be Norwich on the attack again. They have been clearly, according to the stats, the better side in the second half. We haven't really played at all. We will be very fortunate if we hold on to this. And as time is beginning to run out, it might be a good idea now to shut the game down. And so we will try our best to close this game down. I'm going to slow the game down. We'll come off the counter press, and yeah, there's not much more I can do. Oh, maybe what we need to do is time waste sometimes. And we'll try and slow the game down. We'll try shorter passing, keep hold of the ball. And we do have a free kick, though. Here's Lindsay. Lindsay looking for Jean-Jules. Jean-Jules to Digbareku. Norton Cuffy, who's had a very good season, but we have been robbed. That was unfortunate. Savu had the ball taken off him. There's a long ball over the top, looking for Dyke this time, and he has blasted it over the crossbar again. Norwich are clinging on to their title for dear life, and they are going to be presented with the trophy. They have lost their final game at home to Preston. It is Norwich who win the title, though, but we are in the playoffs. I don't particularly want to watch Norwich lift the trophy. I'm going back to the dressing room. I'm going to congratulate my players on reaching the playoffs. And that, we do have to see the trophy being lifted, apparently. We have finished in 6th. Absolutely remarkable, given that we were in 22nd when I joined them at the end of October. What a run it's been. We have lost only twice since October, and that is a phenomenal performance by this Preston side. We will have to play Burnley, I think, in the playoffs, and we will come back, I think, for both of those games. And if we go to the schedule and we have a look, is it loaded up yet? Yes, we will play Burnley on the Monday the 14th and Sunday the 20th. And we'll be back in the next episode for both of those games. And that's it for this video. What a ride. What a season this has been. We have finally been beaten. We lost to Sunderland on 2 occasions this season. And it's really sad that it came to that. But that win against Norwich was phenomenal at the end. And so that's it for this video. If you are new to the channel and you love FM content, why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow. Help us to support the very, very good cause that you can see scrolling above. From a very, very happy Preston manager, and who wouldn't be happy after all that? I will bid you all farewell, and I'll see you next time for the playoffs against Burnley. Can we do it? Who knows? See you soon.